Hi, everyone. Welcome to the show 17 of Indigenous Superstars. And we have a really awesome guest this evening. We're coming to you live from Opaskwayak Cree Nation, uh, from Bigedi, the heart of OCN. So, Tansea, welcome. We have, like I said, we have a really amazing guest today. I'm kind of biased because he's my guitar teacher, and I have goals to play like him, and I can't wait for you to hear him play. He's an amazing guitar player. So he's my guitar player, my guitar instructor, and I'm really excited that he's on my show tonight. So I'm just gonna read Frank's bio. My guitar instructor's name is Frank Palangi. He's a self-produced, hard, heavy, gritty follow-up EP titled the self-produced hard rock, heavy, gritty rock follow-up EP titled Bring On the Fear from recording artist Frank Palangi, the homegrown indie rock singer, guitarist, and musician who can do anything and everything he sets his mind to. And I believe that has the type of personality that doesn't give up, whatever it takes, whoever long it takes. Some describe Frank's music as the next evolution of 80s and 90s rock metal combined with post grunge. Frank fuels a refreshing, positive outlook, serving up a feeding frenzy of edgy, heavy guitars, deep and gritty vocals. Many people give up when things get tough or take longer than expected. Frank had an admirable stubbornness to his tenacity. He wasn't going to give up. The big choke in the music business is that it takes 10 years to become an overnight success. For most people, if they knew it would take 10 years of relentless work, saying that's too long and too hard, Frank knew he had great things in his future and was willing to work for it, and it pays off. Please welcome my awesome guitar instructor, Frank Palangi.
What's
Hey, how's it
going
going?
on, guys? How you doing?
Awesome. I'm so happy that you're on my show this evening. I was just
Anytime.
bragging, I was just bragging to everyone that you're my guitar instructor, and we found each other through actually through Facebook, right? I put it out there that
Yeah.
I bought a guitar and I want to take guitar lesson. And I had no idea about the instrument, and you reached out to me, and we started. Well, you started teaching me lessons. I started taking lessons from you, and I've been taking them now for
About a month or so.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it's coming along really well, and like um, COVID's got me very busy, and I'm glad
Yeah.
uh, that you're my instructor. You know, I'm learning a lot from you, and I really have a deep respect for the
Thank-
instrument because it's very, very challenging. And I like what your bio said about not giving up, and because that's where
Take
I'm
a long
at
time.
right now. Like I'm just at the beginning stages of learning guitar, and there's lots to learn, and I'm really excited. And when I heard you play the guitar, like, I thought, whoa, those are my goals to play the guitar like you. So, what inspired you to get into music?
It was the movie The Crow with Brandon Lee. I watched the movie and I was like, I asked my mom, I go, "What's that guy on the rooftop? Like, what is he playing? Like, what is that?" Oh, she's like, "It's a guitar." And I go, "Yeah, I want one of those."
Cool. So, how old were you at the time?
um, Well, I started when I was 13, but this was before I was 13. I mean, I think I seen the original maybe at like 10 or something like that on TV a couple years before, and the sequel was out, but there was no guitar in the sequel, so I was like, this is all right. No Brandon Lee either, but no, there was something cool about like a dead rock star come back to life, and action comic booky film. So And then I'm really into movie soundtracks. So that soundtrack with all the rock music, and then some of the other movies inspired me from like Bride of Chucky and Resident Evil, Halloween, all that kind of stuff. So I was like, maybe I can make that type of music someday.
That's so awesome. So is that where your inspiration comes from to write your music and compose your melodies?
Originally, I mean, all the movies and the scores and the themes, it's always in there rolling around. Artist wise, it's a lot of 80s metal, 90s rock, from Metallica, Def Leppard, Ozzy, to Creed, Godsmack, Three Doors Down, Daughtry, 3 Days Grace, Shine Down, Saving Abel, and Hinder too.
Awesome. So I'm going to give you the screen so we can listen to your awesome guitar playing. And I just want to let the audience know out there that that's my goal, and that's how I'm going to play in a year or so, right, Frank? With hard work. Okay, there you go.
All right. This one's called Break These Chains. Can you break your way? These chains that hold you down. Can you break your way? Can you break away these chains that hold you down? Skin and bone can't save the pain that's left now. Your only hope is within yourself. Now it's time to face yourself. You can break out these chains. Face yourself, it's your darkest day. Crawl towards the light and break these chains. You can try to fight every little thing that goes wrong. Gotta get a break as you try your drag back in. Break your way. You can break all these chains. Face yourself, it's your darkest day. Crawl towards the light and break these chains. It's undecided, the fate you will make. Kick it! You gotta break, you gotta break, you gotta break. You gotta break, you gotta break, you gotta break! All these chains. Face yourself, it's your darkest day. Crawl towards the light and break these chains. Break! break, you gotta get a break. Gotta get a break, you gotta get a break. Gotta get a break, you gotta get a break. Can you break away these chains that hold you down?
That was awesome. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for sharing
It's a little
that.
hot today. It's like 100 degrees out, so I'm sweating in here. My AC broke, so we're trying to fix it.
That was a great song. That's really awesome. I see you have a lot of female fans, and they're all like commenting how they love your how they love that song that you just sang.
That's a fan favorite every time. It's like, especially a newer audience too. It's like that's my go-to. That's the one to do.
That's awesome. Well, I want to welcome all the people tuning in this evening, and yeah, it's a really nice day here in Pascagoula Cree Nation, and like I really appreciate the people tuning in this evening because they could be outside enjoying the weather, and but they're here enjoying your awesome music. So thank you for tuning in, everyone. I want to I want to talk to you about or ask you a question about your bio that you sent me that I read this evening. About the big choke in the music business is that it takes 10 years to become an overnight success. And for most people, they know it would take 10, if most people knew it would take 10 years of relentless work, saying that it's too long and too hard. Can you tell us about that comment?
Yeah, I mean, I think when I started, if somebody would say like, it's going to take like 8 or 10 years for you to really kind of get your wheels turning, I don't know what I would think. This would be 10 years ago. I was more happy in the moment. I was at the time I met the band Day of Fire. We went to Nashville and did the first EP, and I was more of let's get this going. It was never really on my mind that like, oh my God, it could take 10 or 20 years, and I never had the sense of quitting, because my motto is I have no plan B in backing down on my dreams. And that's pretty much stuck the whole time. It's just I'm not really sure what it is. It's something in me, and a drive and stuff that just continues want to create music and play music, and hopefully entertain people as long as they like it.
Oh, well, I think you have an awesome fan base, and I'm really happy they tuned in. And I looked up your Facebook page, and it's pretty impressive. Uh, your bio, and then all the CDs that you released, and it also says film on there. Can you tell us about that?
It says what?
Film?
Oh, film. Yeah, I act on the side. Part of the music stuff, ever since a kid, I love movies. So I'm like, I'm going to start to make my own movies and maybe act in some stuff. So there's a lot of older, fan films and stuff when I was in high school on YouTube. And then now, I'm trying to get into more of, I still do some fan film stuff, original stuff, but try to do it more serious. And, the theatrical stuff and commercials, it's what you can get. I've been in an extra for a couple of theatrical films, and, commercial, sort of like that. But it's, who knows nowadays? The industry's up in the air right now, but
Yeah,
that's that part.
sure. So have you ever considered composing for music, or have you done that already?
I've done a few. I call them rock scores. They're not like traditional orchestra stuff, because I'm not a John Williams. I'm not classically trained or anything, but I will take music and apply it to movies, and sometimes give it a rock. I'm trying to think what I could compare it to. You give it to a rock edge. Kind of. There's a movie, a couple of the Watchmen, and a couple of the comic book movies and stuff. Iron Man, where they take the soundtrack and there's guitars and there's orchestra stuff. I like that kind of a cross mix. And then I love the horror stuff, because you can just kind of almost do whatever you want, as far as what's scary.
Yeah. That's so awesome. Yeah. So how many music videos have you released?
7 or 8 now, I would
Oh,
say. Yeah, couple on
awesome.
4 on Vivo.
And
Yep.
and you just recently released one?
Yeah, the new one's called Gone Mad, directed by Cameron Gallagher. He did the last 3 videos of mine. Basically, the whole Vivo catalog is videos he's made.
Cool. So how have you been keeping busy during COVID? Like, I'm sure you probably lost some gigs because of COVID, because I know I lost some gigs. So what kind of like how have you been keeping yourself busy?
Um, some lessons, recording and writing a lot, and I'm actually doing a kind of a PSA fan film from Superman themed.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
that'll be out in August. So I'm trying just to think of things I could do by myself or outsource some material and get some people involved, and they send me footage and then I'll edit it together, um and some relaxing. You got to relax, but yeah, just a lot of tinkering, a lot of learning things too, musically.
Cool. Yeah, that's so true. So for those of the people that just tuned in, Frank is my guitar instructor. So that's what my goal is to be just as awesome as Frank and his guitar playing, and he's teaching me
Heavy metal.
how to take care of my investment, my guitar, and teaching me really good technique right now, and it's challenging, like I said, and I have a huge, deep respect for guitar players, where I used to just watch them, and I never really thought about how the musicians played the instrument, and it's there's so much to learn, and I'm just at
That's
the
a
beginning
lot.
stages, and I'm really excited that Frank is my teacher.
There's a
So
chemistry, there's a chemistry between the
yeah,
acoustic and your voice. You'll find that's different than when you just sing. To me, I don't think I could be just a singer without this guitar. Like, I can sing without the guitar, but there's a lack of connection if I had never learned the guitar and just sang and like played drums or something.
yeah, I'm not at that point yet, but I'm sure I will be.
She'll ask
But
you
I,
to be like,
I
I'm gonna buy the
totally
whole
get what you're
studio
saying.
when I
I
move.
totally get what you're saying. Yeah.
I'll sell it all to you.
That's my goal, Frank, to sing with my guitar and to have that connection, because it's a real beautiful instrument, and it's very challenging. That's all I could say about it. And I'm really glad that you reached out to me on Facebook to become my guitar instructor. Okay. So is there anything new that you have coming up that you've been working on?
Well, the new EP/the CD just released in June with the music video. So I've been pushing that. I'll be pushing that for quite a while. But I'm actually in production of a new single right now with Robin Diaz. He's a drummer of Daughtry, and he's current drummer of Candlebox. But he's played with Courtney Love a lot from Hole. And it's funny because Hole was in the soundtrack for the Crow movie. So I was
Oh,
like,
wow,
dude,
that's
that's
cool.
awesome.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yep. So I got that going on. I can't
That,
say too
that
much.
how ironic is that it's all come full circle to you?
Well, here's the connect. It's so weird. Okay, my connection line with everybody that I meet is actually Day of Fire influenced. Day of Fire is a Christian rock band, Grammy nominated. He was in a band that was on MTV before, but Chris Daughtry actually opened up for him before or after American Idol, and then they ended up switching where they ended up open up for Chris. And then so I worked with them, and then I worked with members from Pillar, which is another Christian rock band, which reverted to working with the 2 guys from Daughtry, now 3 guys from Daughtry. So it's like this, I don't know, like connection thing going on with that original band. It's so weird. It's like, I don't know, like the history of that band just keeps going because they're not a band anymore. But Josh still makes music, the singer, which is good.
That's so cool. Like it's all meant to be, right?
Yeah, it's, I don't know, you meet certain people. I mean, I looked up to them, especially, Daughtry, solo rock guy. I had worked with a drummer from Saving Abel, and I really like them. And it's just kind of a thing where I want to work with people that I was influenced by, and if I can do that, it'll give me the energy to kind of keep going a little bit more. Roundabout way. Oop, she's a loading. She's a loading. What's going on, man? If you guys got questions, throw it in the chat. I think I can see over here. She's loading, but can you still see me, or am I loading? Not sure what there we go at the bottom. Can you guys hear me? Or is the whole thing just loaded? Can still see you. Okay, cool. Let this entertain you till she comes back in. And if not, I guess I'll play my new song here. How you guys doing? What's some of the coolest places I performed? A lot of the local places are some of my favorites, to be honest. Hey, you're back.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
For you.
Oh, good. I was just enjoying your story that you were telling us. Sorry, my computer died on me.
Oh, that's okay.
So
I guess I'll end up going to a song or something.
So Aaron is asking, what are some of the coolest places that you have performed?
I like performing in Philly. There's a club called TLA. That was really fun. But some of my favorite places are actually local. And some of the theaters. I love the Egg in Albany. It's shaped like an egg, this place. It's a matte egg. You go inside, and there's 2 theaters. And one of my favorite. I played with, I opened for Three Doors Down and Candlebox there. And it's very up close, very intimate, There's no like gate or bar or anything like that. And so you're really just there with everybody. And then a few of the outdoor events and stuff like that. I enjoy actually playing the nursing homes and stuff. I have a blast.
Oh my God, that's my favorite place to perform. So Sylvia asked, what's your favorite horror movie?
Halloween.
There you go, Halloween. Andrea asked, she asked, what's the best band you've played with?
If it's my favorite, it'd be Three Doors Down.
Wow, that's awesome. That's impressive.
Some people like trying to think like Buck Cherry. Any Buck Cherry fans? Western PA. Oh, she knows what I'm talking about then.
Yeah, she said the egg is awesome. That's so cool. So I had another question for you. Tell my me getting booted out totally. I can't remember what I was going to ask you, but yeah, my favorite place to perform too, it was at a nursing home, and oh, I know what I want to ask you. Since COVID, have you done online performances, online shows?
A few, yeah. Hosted by radio stations. I have one coming up July 30th, hosted by WEXT. And I haven't, I'll go live on Instagram. I haven't really gone live on Facebook besides the radio station stuff. I'm kind of I don't want to go live all the time. I want to have not a reason, but something like more of an event type thing. So I'll as I can book them, you'll see more of them. Hopefully.
Oh yeah, I want to catch one of your it's a radio show, you said?
It's basically like the radio station's Facebook page. You go live on it, and I go live on my page. So you're live, I mean, technically on the radio station because everything's digital now.
Right.
But it's cool. Venues are starting to do that too, where you can go live on a venue's page, and it's pretty neat. It's all free shows, and you work off of merch sales or tips or something like that, virtual tips. But I don't know. I mean, there's other things like stageit.com. You can sell tickets. I've done that before. A little harder because you got to push more.
So how did you feel about doing your first online show compared to singing live in front of an audience?
I don't know. I did one 3 months ago, and I think it's still on Facebook. I was a little rusty. I was like, I don't know. I go, I'm not really feeling it. I go, this is kind of weird. It was
Right?
okay, but I don't know. I wasn't on top of my game. Plus, I wasn't really feeling good during the winter. I had a rough winter, so I was kind of like, I'm good for today, but we'll see. Yeah.
The first online show I did too, it was kind of like weird. There was no energy coming back. I was giving out the energy, but nothing was coming back. So it
Yeah.
was kind of weird for me. But then I did a few more, and I got used to it. So we're gonna go on to your second song. Can you tell us a little bit about it and before you perform it?
This one's gone mad. I think everybody goes a little mad every once in a while. But it's funny, this whole EP, it's called Bring On the Fear, and it relates to everything that's going on. I didn't intend to write a song called Gone Mad or Bring On the Fear or whatever it is. But it kind of definitely fits in this situation. But the song versus the music video, the song is about, I wanted to write something based off of a lot of the fake Battle of the Bands and talent competitions I see on TV and stuff. I've heard stories. I've been a part of the Battle of the Bands stuff where it's rigged. No matter what you do, there's already a winner, or it's just who sells the most tickets, and it does not matter what you sound at all. So I wanted to write a song how it's kind of like the talent is not quite, I don't know. Everything's kind of up in the air. You know what I mean? Here we go. Let's see here. What am I supposed to say? Look what's on that TV screen. Hypnotized by the modern fad. Poster child gone all mad. Bring on the fear. I wanna scream. Does it ever seem you're the best faking how you can be? Living lies, that's why I cry. All this truth-telling gone mad. Go! You in control of your show, forced to feed on every vote, rigged to say that it's so close, can't be the thing that's bought or sold. Bring on the fear, make it clear. Does it ever seem you're the best faking how you can be? Living lies, that's why I cry. All this truth-telling gone mad. The truth that hurts, lies that cry. The truth that hurts. Pick it up! It's the slow part of the song, got some synth going on. into a crazy drum fill. How you guys doing out there? Thanks for tuning in.
Does it ever seem you're the best figuring out you can be? Living lives that's why I cry. All this truth telling gone mad. You're losing control. You're losing control.
Woo, that was awesome.
Thank
So
you.
that's the latest release.
Yep, Gone Mad from Bring On the Fear. Bring On the Fear.
Ooh, excellent. So there you go, folks. I'm gonna be playing like Frank pretty soon because he's my awesome guitar instructor. So can you tell us where we can find your music online?
Yeah, you can head over to frankpalangi.com, or if you guys have Apple Music, iTunes, Google Play, Deezer, Spotify, Pandora Radio, probably missing one. Something, but anything. Google me, you'll find everything. All the social media, iTunes, Instagram, Twitter, all those places. I handle all the accounts and the websites and all that. So hit me up and we'll rock and roll.
Right on. You want to say some parting words?
Sure. Trying to read the comments here for a second. Let's see what's. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. What's going on? Gritty. She goes gritty. Don't forget YouTube. Yeah, YouTube.
Awesome.
I just want to say thanks, everybody, for tuning in here. Thanks for having me and letting me teach you guitar. And
Yes.
I want to get this out that I do have a Native American Canadian side of the family too. So both on my dad and my mom's side up north. I don't know if we were going to talk a little bit about that, but I think
Sure.
the Blackfoot tribe we're related to. And I find it funny because when I was younger, it was more of just because I'm half Italian. So it was more like I'm just Italian. I got some French. I got some Irish. I got maybe a little bit of this and this. But it's as I've gotten older, it's I notice it's coming out more. And I did a TV show thing where I worked crew, and it was all about the Native American stuff. And the guy was on there, and he looks at me and he goes, "I think you're from the Blackfoot tribe." He goes, he was a medicine guy, and I was like, at the time I wasn't sure, but then I talked to my parents, and they're like, "Yep." So it's cool. I mean, everybody is related to somebody, but I did not know, especially with Canada, like how close we actually are. A lot of us, even though you're miles apart, you're still close. That's what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Well, our ancestors didn't have borders, so we didn't understand
they
those.
traveled. They went all over the place.
Yeah, we're nomadic, and so yeah. So well, that's really awesome. Thank you for sharing that.
I've never said that either, ever. This is the first time because I don't really. Nobody's brings it up. So I go, this is the perfect time to bring that up.
It is, yeah, it is a perfect time, and thank you for sharing it, especially on Indigenous Superstars. So I just want to say, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining me today on my show, and I want to thank everyone for tuning in this evening, especially all your female fans. They're all like loving your music, and it's awesome. I think that's great, and everyone is talking about how you just shared that, and thank you for sharing that. That's very special. So I just wanted to say some parting words too, like for everyone to stay safe and stay healthy. The next musical guest next week he's my adopted nephew. His name is Jesus. He's a awesome hip hop hip hop artist. So I'm wishing you well, Augusta. Thank you again, Frank. I'll see you again next week for my guitar lesson. And it was a
Definitely.
great show tonight. And thank you for sharing your beautiful music.
No problem. We'll have to do it again sometime.
For sure. Oh yes, you're next.
I'll be
Yeah.
here. I'll be here.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thanks
Thanks, guys.
everyone for tuning in. Thanks, Erin. She's an awesome fan. She tunes in all the time for all the shows. So thanks for tuning in again tonight, Erin. Okay, good night. Have a good week.
You too. See you guys later.
Okay.